Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is a very special day. We are kicking off a new series here on the channel where I'm going to be test driving some of my favorite cars and some of the most iconic cars in the world. And to kick things off, we're starting off with a bang. The 2023 C8 Corvette. You guys, I'm absolutely dying to take this thing out for a drive and jump in the cockpit. But before we do that, we have to talk about the way this thing looks. I mean, it is absolutely a work of art on wheels. Its sharp lines and curves create a sense of speed even when the car is standing still. It looks like it should be fighting TIE fighters around the Death Star than something driving down the highway. I mean, look at the design of this front end. It is completely engineered for speed and control. I love its aggressive looks. And when you move to the back of the C8 Corvette, you have the quad exhaust tips, which when you step down on that accelerator, it lets out a growl and it'll make you fall in love with it. Driving it down the road, people notice you, and that's a really cool feeling. It makes you feel special. Speaking of something special, let's get to the core of the Vette, and check out the inside. The C8's cabin is a blend of luxury and high-tech wizardry. The seats are covered in premium leather and offer plenty of bolstering side support so you don't move around when you're driving aggressively. It wraps around you and it feels like you're in a fighter jet. And man, that is the coolest feeling. The way you sit in a car, the way the seat hugs you and everything gives you confidence and gives you an understanding of how the car feels underneath you. And I think if the seats are wrong, anything like that, you really miss out on the way the car is handling the road. And this car, it just hugs the corners like you would hug your mom. The cockpit feels specifically designed for you to connect to the car, like you're the driver and you feel the road. It's designed specifically for you, but the passenger seat just feels like an afterthought, like you're just literally along for the ride. There's nothing for you to do. You can't access the radio. You can barely access the climate control. So you're just there as an afterthought. And to enjoy me scaring you half to death. So driving this car for a while, I find the technology really easy to use. It's very intuitive. Customizing your driving modes is really, really super easy. The info screen here is well laid out and well thought out. There's a couple things that I don't like. The number one thing that I don't like, drives me nuts, is the turn signals are too far away from the steering wheel. Like, you gotta really reach out to turn them on and off. I don't like that. I mean, that's just being picky. Other than that, I just find it very, very useful, very easy to navigate and see. And for an old dude like me, that's important. I need to be able to see where I'm going. But let's be real, you're not buying a Corvette for its creature comforts. You're buying it for this. Oh my gosh, this thing is so fast. They're 60, 70, 80 miles an hour. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to describe that. It feels like you're getting shot out of a cannon. I mean, it hooked up quick too. Nice wheel spin and then gone. This thing goes 11.2 in the quarter mile, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. It is one of the fastest production cars money can buy. And when you hit the accelerator in this car, I can imagine exactly how Marty McFly felt when he hit 88 miles an hour to go back to the future. Only my flex capacitor is American muscle. This Corvette has 495 horsepower, 470 foot-pound of torque out of a 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8, and it has a ton of power and it is responsive. It's fast in a straight line, it's fast on the track, and it has lightning fast shifts, which is in large part due to its dual clutch transmission, which, quite frankly, comes in clutch all the time. It'll make you say, holy shift. This Stingray has a top speed of 194 miles an hour, but if you want to drop the cash and buy a Z06, you can easily get it over the 200 mile an hour threshold, which puts you in the supercar stratosphere. So the base model Corvette costs $60,000. This is the LT1 convertible with 70th anniversary badging, and it comes in right at $72,000, which makes it a really affordable car. Affordable supercar, actually. So the question would be, is this a supercar? There's a lot of debate. The Z06 for sure is a supercar. This model, it's close. It's awfully close. To be honest, I think what it would come down to, if you would define this as a supercar or not, would be who's behind the wheel. Because you gotta have a lot of nerve to drive this car fast. Like, you really do. You have to be a good driver. With all of its technology, all of that stuff, you really do have to know what you're doing. So this car could be a supercar in the hands of a Lewis Hamilton or any other F1 driver out there. In my hands, probably not. So comment below if you think this Corvette is a supercar. The Z06 is undeniably a supercar, but this model, I want to know what you think. Looking out of the front of this car, I mean, you can really see clearly. There's one blind spot back here, but looking out of the front of the car, man, the visibility is just great. And something that's really cool to see is the right and left front fenders. It's a throwback to like the C3 Corvette, where you can really see the fenders out in front of you. I just love that feel. And to those of you who think this isn't a Corvette because it's mid-engine, well, to be honest, you're wrong. It is a Corvette. It looks like a Corvette. It has all the styling cues of every Corvette. There's throwbacks to every Corvette in the design of this thing. So it is truly a Corvette. So don't say that. Stop saying that stuff. Go drive one and you'll understand why. So this car is not practical, and I got to thinking about it. Why would you buy a car like this? Why would you want to buy a car like this? Well, the truth is it gives you an ability to escape reality for just a minute, to go out on the drive and just be in complete control of everything that you experience, everything that comes at you, every curve you face. You can handle it in this kind of car. Because whenever life throws a curve at you, you want to be able to get around that curve effortlessly. So is the car for everyone? No. You gotta love cars. You gotta be a car guy or gal to get a car like this. Otherwise, you're just wasting your money. You're offending the car gods because you would never drive it the way it's supposed to be driven. So don't waste your money. Go get a Toyota Corolla or whatever, or a Honda Accord, and don't offend everybody else by having a car that you don't drive correctly. Sorry if that's mean, but someone's gotta say it to you. So the 2023 C8 Corvette has not disappointed me in any way, shape, or form. It is a great car, you guys. Yeah, it has a few little idiosyncrasies about it, but overall it is fantastic to drive, and the performance is unreal for the price. So would I buy this car? Heck yeah, I would. Would my wife let me? Probably not. But hey, if you like car review videos and just car videos in general, we're gonna be doing a lot more of that stuff on the channel. So smash that subscribe button, hit the bell notification to get notified when we post new videos, and we'll see you guys next time.